Hey guys, Cole and I are out on the range today and we're getting a little training in, but instead of bringing out our favorite pistol that we like to go and shoot with out on the range, we're making sure that we're getting some practice time in with our carry pistols. Also wearing clothing that we would normally wear, such that we get training in both draw, presentation, things like that. All too often we overlook those when we go to the range. We just like to shoot what's fun for us instead of shooting some of the small pistols that are easier to carry and more enjoyable. So it's important that we get some trigger time in with those.
So one of the reasons it's so important to practice with your carry gun, with your concealment holster, is that your draw might change. If you normally go to the range with an outside the waistband holster, whether you're in law enforcement or a competition shooter, that gun may always be on your hip. Now if you carry for defense, you might have your gun in a different position, whether it be appendix carry or ankle, small of the back, whatever. So it's important to remember that our draw is still going to have the same fundamentals, whether you're carrying on your hip or you're carrying appendix or you're carrying with a cover garment. The first important thing to do is to clear that cover garment. So we're going to grab our shirt, bring it up to our chest. We're just going to leave that there while our hand goes to the gun. Now it's important to get a good grasp and a good grip on that gun. So that way when it comes out, you don't have to readjust your grip. Gun's going to come up, hands come together, and you press straight out. So for those of you that like to carry inside the waistband on your hip, the steps are going to be almost the same, but the only exception is your right hand or your dominant hand's going to clear that cover garment. So I'm using a coat today, so I'm just going to grab it, get it behind me, grab that gun. Again, we're going to get a good shooting grip on that gun, so when it comes out, I don't have to readjust my grip. I'm going to bring it up to my center line and press straight out. Okay.
One of the other key differences between a carry gun and the one you like to take out to the range is going to be, things like the trigger, the sights. Those are things that your mind picks up on automatically when you train a lot with a firearm. For example, this stub nose revolver of mine, really super low profile sights, meant to be really easy to carry and not snag on anything, but they're terrible to look down and try to aim with if you're not used to them. Also the trigger. This is going to be a double action trigger on this revolver, vastly different than something on a semi-automatic striker fire pistol. You want to keep those things in mind when you're going to go out and train with your defensive pistol. Another really significant difference is your grip. Something like, I'm really used to shooting striker fire pistol or semi-automatic pistols. Your grip, your thumbs forward grip is entirely different, and that's really ingrained into me. So if I choose to carry my Smith & Wesson snub-nose revolver versus my shield, you're gonna have to deal with two different grips. If I have my thumbs out here, a thumbs forward grip like we usually have on a semi-automatic pistol, I'm gonna be out in front of the cylinder, and this can cause serious burns from the powder igniting in the cartridge. So with a revolver, you're gonna wanna do a thumbs cross or a thumbs down, some sort of grip that keeps your thumbs away from the front edge of that cylinder.